Hello and welcome to the Cubbears Fan Report for the 28th of August 2024. And what a day it was yesterday on the 27th. Let me tell you about that Cub game. It was Kyle Hendricks against Paul Skeens, the superstar starter of the All-Star game for Pittsburgh, the only ray of light Pittsburgh Pirates have. And the Cubs started off losing 10-3. They were actually putting some runs on the board against Paul Skeens. Even Pete Crow Armstrong got in on the act. He ended up the day with 4 hits. And it looked like it was going to be a long day for the Cubs because Kyle Hendricks finally couldn't hold them any further, and they had to take him out of the game fairly early. The Cubs fell behind 10-3, but because the game started at 11:30 Central Time, which is where I live in the Central Time in northern Mississippi, I ended up just staying to watch the game. I was going to go bowling at the Plaza Lanes in Corinth, Mississippi, and it takes me about a half hour to get there, so I had to sit there till 2 o'clock anyway, so I just kept the Cubs game on. If they'd have opened at 1, I would have left early because the Cubs were down 10-3, but they got into the bullpen of Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh doesn't have a great bullpen, and the Cubs somehow battled back and won 14-10 because Paul Skeens was no longer in there after the 4th or 5th inning. And so I just kept the game on because I had nothing else to do. I actually was working on a book that I'm writing. I have my Robin Hood shirt that they gave me last night. The Cubs came back and won 14-10. They got 7 RBIs by Christian Bethancourt, the catcher. Miguel Amaya's been catching really well, but they gave Amaya a day off. And Pete Crow Armstrong had 4 hits. And he just putting the ball in play, and once he gets on base, that guy is on fire. They can't throw him out. He just steals base after base, and his only caught stealing this year was him getting picked off on third base, and they ruled it a caught stealing instead of a pickoff. So I had to go celebrate with bowling. I bowled 6 games at the Plaza Lanes in Corinth, and I'm in the league, and I have to bowl again tonight. So I was excited. After I went bowling, I went to the Robin Hood Brewery to have a beer and talk to Dustin and let him know how good the Cubs did, and he said he's going to watch this, so I had to hurry up and put on my shirt, which they gave me. They have these shirts available. They're about $20 a piece, and the beer is incredible. I had 2 beers, and then I went home. And I was in a good mood to celebrate, but I was a little tired, so I decided to wait till this morning to start my video. So the Cubs came back to win 14-10. I'm not used to seeing that. And the Cubs earlier in the week had 18 runs, I think it was Monday, and that reminds me of the George Mitterwald game in 1974 when the Cubs beat the Pirates 18-9. And George Mitterwald had 3 home runs, including a grand slam. Christian Bethancourt had 7 RBIs yesterday. So I got his picture up, and I got the highlights up. And the Cubs managed to come back with 11 runs to win that game. So I was happy about that. They complete the sweep. They're still in the playoff push. And the team to root against is Atlanta, because they got to catch up to Atlanta, and they have a shot if they can keep hitting like that and keep putting up the pitchers. I like what they got a chance to do. On the Bears front, the Bears cut Brett Rippon. They cut Austin Reed. I still haven't found out if Brett Rippon found a home, but I've been trying to find that out. But Austin Reed did make the practice squad, as did Colin Johnson, a couple stars from the Hall of Fame game. So I'm happy to hear about that. And some other guys also made it. Reddy made it, and the lists are out there. So I'm still waiting to hear about Brett Rippon. No surprises there, and I'm excited about a Bears season. They will start their first week against Tennessee, the Titans, on the 8th of September, and football season starts next week. I think the 5th of September on Thursday night, and they got games every day through the weekend. This weekend's Labor Day, so we have to sit back and watch college if you really got to watch football. I'm not a big college fan. I used to be when I used to bet on every game, but that's a long time ago. But this is the Cubbears Fan Report. Please support my sponsor, Robin Hood Brewery, and my other sponsor, Table 127. They have karaoke this Friday night, so I'll be there for karaoke, and I'll be bowling tonight at Plaza Lanes. I hate to miss out on a Thursday night karaoke at Robin Hood because the tailgate karaoke is pretty good. I like it there, and I like the outdoor seating, and it's very comfortable. I enjoy hanging out there. I just go there to enjoy the beer. I like the stouts that they have, the milk stout and the chocolate stout, and that's a good selection. We always talk about brewing beer, me and Dustin. So support Dustin and his efforts to give you homegrown beer at the microbrewery, because I don't like your basic multi-level beer production like Miller Lite and Budweiser and stuff like that. I like the microbrewed effect. I like to discuss what kind of yeast he's using. So this is the Cubbears Fan Report. Please like and subscribe, support my sponsors, and go Cubs, go Bears. Thank you for watching.